Making money like a mint, laying in my ice like shrimp. Mint condition that I'm in, coming with the freshness.
So today we're going to be working on the first window in the van. So I purchased a CR Laurence window for the passenger sliding door, and it's the OEM look, so it's the glass that covers the entire panel. And there's already a lot of tutorials online about how to install these windows, but a lot of people skip over the first part, which is how to actually create a template so you're cutting the right size hole. A lot of people just say, hey, just create a template out of cardboard and then trace it on your van. But the problem I found is that they're using this bracket and it's kind of flimsy. So I figured out a way to kind of use some 1x2s to frame this out and then trace it on here so I know for sure that my window is going to fit in that hole and I don't have to keep filing down to fit it in. So I'm gonna go through how I created this frame. It costs like $5, but I think it's worth it knowing that I'm gonna be cutting a giant hole in my van. So I'll just take you guys through the process and hopefully it helps. All right, so I just cut these 1x2s to size and I put pilot holes in the end here so I don't split the wood when I drill through them. But all I did was size it so that I could just get a tight fit here with the frame. So I'm gonna throw some screws in here and then we'll get on to tracing this onto the cardboard. So I've got the cardboard all cut out and we're just gonna dry fit it here. Make sure that our lines are okay. Looks pretty good. I might modify this a bit once I put it on the van. Alright, so we're moving on with our passenger side window. What I've done is taped up my template as best I could. And I traced around here so that I can drill some holes later on. But what I'm gonna do is drill like 2 small holes in here and then put this template on the outside and see how it matches up with my actual window template, just to make sure that like the window's gonna be square on the door. So that's my current plan. That could change, but we'll see. Alright, I'm pretty nervous here to be honest. But I mean, if I cut it too small, I'll just have to shave a bunch off. More nervous about just not being super square, but I mean, I stared at this for quite a while, so the only thing I can do now is just kind of go for it. So I just have an 1/8 inch drill bit here. I'm just gonna drill 2 holes through so I can put this template on the outside in the exact same spot. Let's see how we're looking. And I'm just double checking everything again. Make sure it's lined up with my lines. So I'm just going to take 2 1/8 inch drill bits that I have, kind of stick them in here. Alright, so this is what it looks like on the outside. I have it just hanging on these 2 bits, so it matches what I did on the inside. Looks pretty good. I measured from that top ridge to the top of the template, and it seems about right. So what I'm going to do now is go on the inside. I'm going to drill holes around these rounded edges, and then I'm going to trace the template around here, tape it off, and then go for the cut. So when I had the template on here, I traced a line and then I just marked where I want to drill holes so I can kind of connect the dots on the outside. It'll be easier to cut from the outside because there's this other piece of metal here that makes it difficult for the jigsaw to sit correctly. Don't forget to use safety goggles when you're cutting metal. You don't want that stuff in your eyes. So everything's taped up. I have some starter holes drilled, and now we're just gonna cut this bad boy out. It's all painted up. Just waiting for that to dry, and then we'll pop it in and screw on the frame. So I got all the screws hand tightened, and it looks like it's sitting pretty flush. So I'm gonna give it the old spray test and see how we're doing. This frame is a little weird to put in. I tried to hold it as tight as possible, basically like up here. Put one in here first, and then kind of went back and forth. Started with my drill just to a point, and then I hand tightened pretty much everything. The window is in. I'm super stoked with how it turned out. This thing vents out, which is great. You can still use it when it's raining. And yeah, overall the project, I would say fairly difficult, mostly because they don't include a template, so you gotta create one yourself. And it's just a little nerve-wracking cutting a huge hole in the side of your van, so I'm really happy that this is over and done with, and we can kind of move on and get into the floor and then the walls, and I'm hoping that stuff progresses a little quicker. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this install, just leave me a comment below. And as always, I'll be posting more videos throughout my van build. So if you're interested, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.